Can you tell me how to get to Sesame Prison?
I don't like the sequence of sounds. Sesame Prison. I don't like it. I don't want to hear it. We serve real food at Dave's Experience, the man in the commercial says with a straight face, while in reality, everyone who eats there dies from malnutrition within 6 months to a year of their first visit. Your friends will love it too! That's Mama Pepperoni. Okay, let's play a video game.
That picture that is in the Avatar's, presumably, room is kind of incredible.
Zebra with rainbow tail, with saddlebags, but also it's a zebra centaur wearing no bra of any sort. A lady zebra centaur. And also rainbow hair as well as rainbow tail.
And she has very colorful hair.
Let's play a video game. Medieval Rainbow Dash is Joshua.
Wow, Joshua. Yeah.
Upon your world, 5 seasons have passed since your triumphant homecoming from Britannia. You have traded the Avatar's life of peril and adventure for the lonely serenity of a world at peace. But television supermen cannot take the place of friends who died at your side. Outside, a chill wind. I can't read is the problem. A chill wind rises, and the air is purple for some reason. There's a lot of iodine outside. This place sucks already. I want to go to living in a haystack and shitting in a wooden bucket, says Joshua in chat. That's the goal. And in moments, the storm is upon you. The iodine storm. Tongues of lightning lash the sky, conducting an unceasing crescendo of thunder. In a cataclysm of sound and light, a bolt of searing blue fire strikes the earth. Lightning among the stones? Is this a sign from distant Britannia? Just leave the door open with the rain and it'll be great, no problem. You bolt from your house, stumbling, running blind in the storm, into the forest, down the path, through the rain, to the stones. To the racist gypsy stereotype, near the stones.
Which were literally just struck by lightning. So you should definitely be out here.
You died. The smell of damp, blasted earth hangs in the air. In a frozen moment of lightning-struck daylight, you glimpse a tiny obsidian stone in the midst of the circle. Wondering, you pick it up. You manage to pick it up just psychically. You sort of look at it and lift your hand, and there it is. And from the heart of the stones, a softly glowing door ascends in silence. It turns out the stone is actually a piece of licorice. Yum. Exultant memories wash over you as you clutch the stone. When last you saw an orb such as this? Did we see orbs? Are there orbs? I don't remember orbs. Orbs?
Well, I would call them, orb is probably just another word for stone. What did we see? We had moonstones or whatever, right? What are they called?
I don't think I remember moonstone. I don't remember anything, whatever. This last time you saw an orb such as this, it was cast down by Lord British to banish the tyrant Blackthorn. Licorice.
Oh, yeah, we did see that,
it's a chocolate-covered insect, says Specklad in chat. Oh, no. But your joy soon gives way to apprehension. The great Britannia has always been blue as the morning sky, which is cyan, which is light teal and not blue. Abruptly, the portal quivers and begins to sink into the ground. Its crimson light wanes. You dive in and get cut in half by the portal. Desperation makes the decision an easy one. You lumber in the most doofusy way possible.
You are the Avatar.
The portal just FOMO'd you, says Specklad in chat. Oh, well, that was it anyway. Okay, we gotta... Oh, Okay, I was about to say, we could transfer a character. No, we can't. That's not going to let us transfer it from a different video game, from a different platform, that is. Is this the inventor of Heel Boy or Dumb Shit, asked Joshua in chat, who clearly has not been paying enough attention to the Ultima playthroughs. Now, I have a suggestion here.
Yes.
Last time we diverged and became elf instead of boy.
Right.
I have a suggestion, and I would like to know your thoughts on it.
Goy.
G-O-I.
Yeah. No, I get it. It's the boy the B-O-I version of a goy.
It's a word you would find only in the Jewish version of Grindr.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Now, do we want? Is this a thing?
No, I think it would have to be like goy for orthodox or like something like that. Elf, orthodox elf, or something like that.
What's the hyper orthodox Jewish
Hasidic?
Yeah.
Goy for Hasidic elf.
Oh no!
Doesn't quite fit.
One letter short. What's
Boy for Kabbalah elf.
Boy for Kabbalah elf. Goy for, I said boy. Okay, now that we have...
Speclad suggests Goy for Likud.
I think I like boy for Kabbalah elf more. Do we have enough for with this? No, okay. I think we have to go with that. Speclad, it is transliterated from Hebrew, so it doesn't matter. It's, in the same way as there's a billion ways to spell Hanukkah, there's a billion ways to spell Kabbalah, and any other way is going to have one too many characters. So.
Yeah. The way that fits.
The way that fits is, the Goy's way is the way that fits. Anyway, so we're going with this, highly likely, name. There's our Goy! New sex.
New sex, huh?
I'm not satisfied with male or female. I need a new sex. I need something else, please. That could be our Goy. That's not our Goy. That's not our Goy. That's not our Goy. That could be our Goy. Oh, that's it. Those are the options.
Not a whole lot of options. We definitely need the twinkiest one we can find.
Which is not really any of them.
Yeah, I think it's either the blonde one. Definitely not this one.
Definitely not this one? I was thinking definitely this one. Okay.
I don't think so. I think that, well, yeah, he might be a little too thick on the neck, though.
He's got quite a lot of neck. His neck is actually wider than his head.
Yeah. What's the next one after this? That one is pretty good, actually. It's either this one or the one you were suggesting. I feel like the little what do you call that kind of mustache beard combo, the Rip Van Winkle or whatever.
I'm going with this.
I don't know. Okay.
Bit wants us to look at the lady portraits. Just choose a new sex.
Oh yeah, I mean it might not be a bad idea to look at the lady portraits.
Goys can be male or female or
well, and that one right there looks very Twinkie. Black-haired one looks super
because
Twinkie.
The onk looks kind of like a cross. There are so many that have onks, which is have crosses, which is very Goy too.
That one's pretty good. Black hair's pretty good.
Okay, we're going with this.
Yeah, that's a good one.
I like this one. This is our Goy for Kabbalah. I don't know who's talking. I don't know what voice to give. Welcome, O Seeker. Oh yeah. Jeez. For a second there, I thought they weren't gonna have the racist stereotype of a Roma.
There we go. Yep.
Whew. We're still gonna have the racist caricature. It's very, very important. A lonely stroll across an unfamiliar forest path brings you upon a curious gypsy wagon. Its exotic colors dappled.
So I'm
going to
read this as a curious spongy wagon because gypsy moths are now known as spongy moths. And since that is definitely not the correct replacement, I want to call it a spongy wagon.
I wonder if gypsum is related to the word gypsy. A woman's voice.
They might be both related to the same.
Yeah. Rings out with friendship, beckoning you across the wagon's I don't agree with your grammar. Wagon's threshold, and as it happens, into another racist caricature. At last, thou hast come to fulfill thy destiny, the Roma says. She smiles as if in great relief. Sit before me now. Why, she has potions this time? Sit before me now, and I shall pour the light of virtue into the shadows of thy future. On a wooden table, 8 bottles stand, a rainbow of bubbling liquids. Red, orange, yellow, green, blue. Yeah, okay, I'll agree to that. Behold the virtues of the Avatar, the woman says. Let us begin the casting.
I mean, if you remember previous Ultimas, they had the different colored stones, and I believe these were all of the colors of the stones.
Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah, you're exactly right. Yeah.
Like a virtue or something.
And the, mixing of colors, but an incorrect version of the mixing of colors was exactly how they related to each other, yeah. Unwitnessed, thou hast slain a mighty dragon in defense of thy life. A poor warrior claims the offered reward. Dost thou, A, justly step forward to claim the bounty, or B, humbly go about thy life secure in thy self-esteem? I don't have a good sense of who Goy for Kabbalah Elf is.
Well, let's start coming up with a sense for his character, or their character.
Apparently, gypsum derives from some Greek thing, while gypsy derives from Egyptian, says Speckline.
Gypsos. Gypsos, which means chalk, by the way.
Ah, fair enough. I think our Goy is humble. Our Goy is humble, right? Sure.
Yeah, I think so. So that's humility.
Our Goy has much humility,
by the way.
In thy youth thou didst pledge to marry thy sweetheart. But that sweetheart was not a Kabbalah elf, so now thou art on a sacred quest in distant lands. Thy sweetheart doth ask thee to keep thy vow. Dost thou, A, honor thy pledge to wed, or B, follow thy spiritual crusade? Now, I don't think our Goy is that big into spiritual crusades. What with the interfaith relationships our Goy is seeking, so...
Yeah.
So that's what happened to Toad after he retired from the Mushroom Kingdom. Sure sounds like it, says Dan in chat. This is my reduced Toad. This is not full Toad.
Unless Goy is on the spiritual crusade in order to find a Kabbalah elf.
But then the Goy would... Well, okay, so wait. Judaism is an ethno-religion, so, even if you believe, you're still a Goy. You might be right, but it's too late now.
It's too late now.
Thee and thy friends are valiant but penniless warriors. Thou both set forth to slay a mighty... I think these are the exact same questions as we've seen multiple times, by the way. Dragon, thy friends dost think he slew it, but the killing blow was thine. Dost thou honestly claim the reward, or sacrifice the gold for the sake of thy friendship?
I think we know that Goy is all about sacrifice, right?
Keep Judaism, says Specklad. As we all know, Judaism is carried in the mitochondrial DNA.
The midi-chlorians of Judaism.
By the way, I'm upset with how it's showing the mixing here. This is just dumb.
It's bad. But
it turns
at the
out
same
none
time,
of them mix at all.
Yeah, but they're not gonna actually mix the colors.
They don't have enough colors, yeah. Thou dost manage to disarm thy mortal enemy in a duel. He is at thy mercy. Dost thou A, show compassion by permitting him to yield, or B, slay him as expected of a valiant duelist? I mean... The word... I just want to point out that...
particularly valiant.
It's declared as our, quote, mortal enemy, not just our enemy, our mortal enemy. If we don't kill him, then he's not our mortal enemy. Is that not a fair statement?
Yeah.
I'm slaying him.
But this is Goy.
I think Goy could be a duelist. Why not? Is killing in cold blood really Valorant? Asks Sveklad in chat. But it wasn't cold blood. It was a duel. We just didn't allow him to yield. Though thou art but a peasant ship herd, thou art discovered to be the sole descendant of a nobler family thought extinct. Dost thou A, honorably take up the arms of thy ancestors? There's no honor in that. Or B, humbly resume thy life of simplicity and peace.
Gotta go with humility with Goy again.
I think we gotta stick with humility. It's gonna be an extra dash of humility in here. A burly knight accosts thee and demands thy food. Dost thou A, valiantly refuse and get killed, or B, sacrifice thy rations unto the hungry knight?
I think we know the answer to this one.
This isn't even a sacrifice. What was Elf's main virtue again, Sveklad? I don't freaking know. The potions look more like colored sherbet, says Dan in chat. I don't know. I think our Goy might be valiant. I think it's okay for our Goy to be a bit.
You don't think the Goy would want to sacrifice everything he has for a burly knight?
But then we don't know if the burly knight is Jewish.
Is a Kabbalah elf.
Is the
right?
Kabbalah elf. The twists and turns that the character art in this universe have taken, or character arc in this universe have taken, are very strange.
I mean, they're always not consistent with themselves, which is, I think, correct.
I'm going with valiant. Although a simple fisherman, thou art also a skillful swordsman. Why? Thy lord doth seek to assemble a peacetime guard. Dost thou A, answer the call so that all may witness thy valor, or B, humbly decline the offer to join thy lord's largely ceremonial knighthood? What? This is an insane question.
This doesn't make any sense.
I mean, I see where they're attempting to go with valority versus humilt, but do you refuse an order by someone who you consider to be your monarch or not?
Well, it doesn't say it's
thy lord.
It doesn't say it's an order. Yeah, it's your lord. They're seeking to assemble a peacetime guard.
Fair enough. Yeah.
I will say this is almost certainly the last humility question because you don't have enough.
Yeah, we're almost out of humilt juice. I think we've been too humilt in the past. I'm going with more valor. We're very valorous this time. We're out of valor juice, actually. The path of the Avatar lies beneath thy feet, worthy Goy for Kabbalah elf, the gypsy and toads. With a mysterious smile, she passes you the flask of shimmering liquids. Drink this poison and go forth among our people, who shall receive thee and joy. Yeah, that looks good. Yum. Drink this pus from a bleeding wound. As you drink from the flask, vertigo overwhelms you. A soothing mist obscures the gypsy's face, and you sink without fear into an untroubled sleep called death. What? What is this image? You wake in a different time upon another world's shore. Though the Avatar's quests bring you both triumph and tragedy, never do you stray from the path of the 8 virtues. Drink this mixture of spare Lego pieces and we'll be fine, says Dan in chat. Yes, Vekla, this is definitely Christ the Redeemer. It's the statue in Brazil. The sagas of Ultima 4 and Ultima 5 chronicle your perilous travels, and your name and your deeds are written forever among Britannia's legends. Actually, 2 different names, but whatever. Finally, tempered by your struggles against the enemies of virtue, you are proven ready to answer the epic challenge of Ultima VI. They could not have made these 2 lines more lame if they tried. This is just dumb. Okay. Dazed, you emerge from the portal to find yourself standing on a desolate plain. Nearby rests a massive rune-struck altar, shrouded in moonlit fog. At first, the plain is still. Then 100 voices raise a slow, death-like song, drawing closer and closer with each passing moment. You are seized by an urge to run. That's not runes, that's just Cyrillic.
You are correct. That is not runes.
But you have no place to go. Hi! Hey! Before you can offer a protest to the creatures who surround you, scaly claws grasp your body. You're killed. The end. Oh god! With unearthly strength, the monsters bind you to the altar stone. That's not the face we chose. That's not our face. That's not us. It's actually Hebrew, suggests Becklad. I didn't really think it was Cyrillic, but I don't think it's Hebrew either. It's so boxy, it could be anything, really. Kneeling, the hordes sway and chant as a stately winged nightmare steps forward. Oh, I get the joke of it being Hebrew, though. He has a book. The leader unwraps a velvet-covered, brass-bound book and recites from it in a formal, stilted tongue. Shouts and jeers explode from the masses as the priest slams shut the book. In his hand, a malignant dagger drips with moonlight. The dagger is an inanimate object. It's not malignant. You close your eyes. A dying scream, certainly your own, curdles the air. The end.
Yes,
you
but
lose.
Air also can't curdle, so...
Cat calls the dagger a scream. Death with a capital D. Pandemonium, shrieks of rage, of terror. From the inevitable, an impossibility emerges.
Guess who it is?
You are still alive. Silent red light fills the darkness. There's the wooden clack of a crossbow, and a violet-fletched rose blooms in the priest's barren forehead. Ooh, well, the rest still dance, though. Those are some of the faces.
Mustachioed men look amazing.
These are some of the faces of all time. Why are they shooting them with roses, asks Becklad. I think that's, I like that narrative addition to the universe because they're like weird demon monsters. Friendly faces vault from a newborn moon gate, while those are moon gates, okay, while a rain of quarrels holds the furious mob at bay. The night sword flashes twice into the darkness, slicing away your arms. And you sink into the altar. Quickly, old friend, to the gate! Accompanied by the swordsman Shamino and a grinning crossbow-wielding Iolo the Bard, Dibrit thrusts a spare sword into your hand and cuts right through it. Ow!
Blade first.
Snatching the fallen priest's book, Iolo dives into the redness with Shamino at his heels. The howling throng surges forward, all of one terrible mind. They do seem to be of one mind, given how they're moving perfectly together.
Or as Specklad asked, or no, as Dan asked, noted that they're casually river dancing in the background.
Oh no, I didn't press enter that. Well, whatever that message said, I missed it. Something, but not rapidly enough. Yeah, you're telling me. From the mob's vanguard, 3 of the abominations scramble toward the gate. Driven by fury, the creatures hurl their bodies into the portal's last handspan of light. Well, I guess this is what the actual game looks like.
Here's
those are very
music.
much the demons right around us. Okay, oops. There's some kind of, like, king here. And that clickety-clackety sound, I think it's supposed to be the fires in these braziers.
Oh, you might be right about that, yeah.
Quite a good effect, actually. Attack? Okay, attack with sword, you. I assume that rather than just abandoning the king to a death, We're supposed to, this is the biggest cutscene / gameplay dissonance I've experienced in Speclat. Nah. This possibly won't be the most exciting battle ever. They're running away, frickin' cowards! I'm glad we don't have to control every character, but I question whether their AI will be any good.
I think you probably can, but they probably have an option, is my guess.
Gross! Gross! Look. Oh. I'm presumably supposed to look... Well, yeah, okay, yeah, look at myself. There's Goy for Kabbalah Elf! The one and only!
Yep.
I want to look at the disgusting goo I left on the ground. I chose attack. No, get out of my way! I'm trying to look at the goo! Thou dost see a dead body. It weighs 17.9 stones. Is that Brit Lordish? He could be helping, says Speculated Chat. He's very old or something. Searching here, you find a club and a leather helm. Okay, let's get those things. I got a leather helm. Cool. A leather helm and scale mail? Don't mind if I do. Excuse me, Lord British. I'm just gonna loot this, like, literally in front of your throne. I keep pressing S for search instead of L for look. Ooh, that's lots of stuff. A boomerang? Hell yeah! A leather helm, a wooden shield, and a scale mail. I seem to recall boomerangs like 3 games ago being very good. Wield? Equip. Inventory. Use. No. Use the carpet. Stats! No. Okay, let's see. Let's put on a helm. Let's put on some mail. Let's put on a shield. We may as well put on the avatar thingy. Why not? Can I just swap this for a boomerang? Sweet, sweet. Let's use a boomerang for a bit. They do not seem to share inventory, but the others seem way better equipped than I am, so maybe it's fine.
I mean, you did just get teleported here from the real world, so...
Yeah. Or is this the real world and our reality is fake? It is Lord British! He has the snake thing, the snake amulet. He's a doctor. You see the noble...
Is that the Caduceus?
Looks like it to me, at least at this scale. You see the noble ruler of Britannia. What horrible voice did I give Lord British? Goy for Kabbalah Elf, 'tis good to see thee again. Much hath happened since thou last departed our realm. But I must make sure 'tis truly thee. Only by stabbing you can I discover that. Only the true avatar would know what was contained in the compendium I send. What creature art wisps oft mistaken for? Now, this is the GOG version and should not have this kind of check, but here we are.
Here we are.
So,
I guess, do you know where the manual is?
I mean, I should have everything with the GOG version.
Wisp, often mistaken for a harmless forest firefly.
This almost feels like not copy protection, because you could have also guessed that. Like, that's you know.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. What valued item canst one find near the spawning grounds of Hydrus?
That's an H.
Hydrus. Oh, Hydrus.
Sometimes descenders aren't part of the letter below them.
But usually they are.
The spawning grounds of Hydrus, huh? I don't even know. I don't know even where it's going to be.
Well, I suspect that it is also in the bestiary, like with the information on
Hydras. Oh, I thought it was the spawning ground of Hydrus. I didn't know what Hydrus was. Okay.
This putrid quagmire of the swamp.
Valued nightshade mushroom.
Oh, of course, yeah. What part of the Tanglevine doth put one to sleep? The poison.
Tanglevine.
This is very annoying. This is one of the tile sets of all time, says Bitten Chat. Don't you think it's lovely?
The flower pod gives off a sleep-inducing fragrance whenever it's threatened.
Should I write flower space
Flower pod, probably. Yeah.
Ah, 'tis thee indeed, Goy Vorkabal. Take this key and eat it. It will unlock the gatehouse by the southern entrance to the castle. Then you can use the lever inside it to raise the portcullis, and the crank will lower the drawbridge. Thank you for describing what a drawbridge is. The same key will also let you into the sewers under the castle. We have one key for the sewers and the moat. This is our sewer/moat key. Now let me tell thee what hath transpired since thy last visit. Have you had enough dialogue yet? I think we could sneak in a little bit more.
It's an Ultima game.
It's an Ultima game. The vast underworld from which thou didst rescue me hath collapsed. One key for everything, so he's the janitor, says Dan in chat. We're the janitor. We've just been made the janitor. Yet still there are forces of evil abroad in the land. Foreigners! Britannia is under attack by gargoyles such as those thou have just fought. They have been coming up through the Dungeons. Boy, you'd think that we would have taken care of that last time, but I guess we just sort of left it. Thus far, they have mainly been attacking the shrines of the 8 virtues. When the Shrine of Compassion didst fall, Sir Geoffrey sent a party to free it. What? What? Okay, so they didn't destroy the shrine. They captured the shrine. Okay. I thought they literally destroyed the shrine. Whatever. Do thou ask him of this mission. Perhaps thou canst prove of some assistance. Well, maybe you could be vaguely useful, Avatar. Whilst thou art here, I have a room in the castle set aside for thy personal use. It's the toilets. 'Tis in the west wing of the castella, just south of mine own chamber pot. I have had my servants place some equipment there, in case thou shouldst have need of it. Of course, thou mayst feel free to borrow anything in my castle, if thou shouldst need it. Lastly, any time thou dost need healing, do thou but ask me. If thou doth wish me to repeat all this later, thou need but ask. 'Tis I who should thank thee, Avatar. Apparently that was fine. I should thank thee, Avatar, for all thou hast done for Britannia. I don't even that. Save. How do I save? Save was on quit before. Okay, Eskid is pass. I sure would love to save. I would love to learn how to save. Specklad suggests that I ask Lord British his name. Brilliant work. Iolo is a rear, just by the way. Oh, no, don't go to combat, thank you. Okay, that's rest. Oh, wait. Oh, okay. Okay, we were actually in combat mode that whole time. Interesting. This is music. This certainly is whatever this is.
It's Hail Britannia.
Well, I mean the MT32 MIDI adaptation of it.
Gotcha.
I would so love to save. Saving is something that I would just be delighted to do right now. Should edit that to say bear instead of rear, suggests Becklad. That is obviously like their automatic attack mode, and Goy is in command mode, so I just command Goy. I now need to search the manual for how to save. Ultima 6. Hello? The hell? Ultima 6 manual. Save. How do I save? Oh, Control S. I'm so sorry. It's Control S. Not just S.
Gotta start using control.
Suddenly, I am in control. So is Control L load? No. Is Control O load? No. Okay, how do I load the game then? Oh, restore. Control R, restore. Okay, now that we've saved, I can attack the king. And miss repeatedly. There we go, now people are angry. Oh dear, he's killed all my compatriots so fast! An unending darkness engulfs thee. Boy, Lord British seems pretty powerful. You'd think he would do some of the, this is the worst name ever, says Bit in chat.
And then he brings you back to life.
He revived us. How kind of him. We attacked him. He obviously got upset with that, and then he revived us. Everything's fine. None of that ever occurred. Good morning, going for Kabbalah Elf. What wouldst thou speak of? What's your name? I am Lord British, as thou knowest well. What is your job? Thanks to thee, I sit once more upon the throne of Britannia, though 'tis a heavy burden in such troubled times as these. Oh, I get it. Those are the things you can ask about. The gargoyles aren't indeed the greatest threat our realm has ever known. We've literally fought Satan, but those are pretty bad. We are fortunate indeed that fate hath brought thee here at our hour of need. Perhaps thou canst drive these vile creatures back into the bowels of the earth from whence they came. All our efforts thus far have availed us naught. Kal-Lor sounds like a Superman character, says Specklad in chat. I mean, Kal-Lor is just Kal-El's cousin, so yeah. This is a very upset mage. He's having a bad day. You see a concerned-looking mage. Hail to thee, Lady Wet! 'Twas I who learned of thy peril through my mystic arts, so that aid might be sent unto thee. YOLO, I saw that thou didst find a book. Might I examine it? No. Certainly, my lord. Perhaps thou canst make better sense of it than I, says YOLO. Strange, I can't read. This has a picture on its cover of a gargoyle standing with one foot on the chest of a slain emu. Why is that strange? Okay. Oh, it just occurred to me. He was like, oh, maybe I can decipher the book. And then he handed the book and he's like, wow, these pictures are weird. Can you actually read Nistul or not? This is interesting. It's written in a language I know not. Take it to Mariah at the Lyceum, the finest scribe on the Great Council of Wizards. She has studied many languages, and perhaps she could decipher this book for thee. One more thing, Avatar. She even speaks French. I noticed that thou didst arrive through a red gateway. Are you tasting cinnamon? Dost thou have the stone that opened the gate? Do I have to respond? Yes? Okay. From whence could it have come? The gargoyles, perhaps? Best ask Lord British about it. I believe he has some knowledge of such items. We can't have Mickey. Why can't we have Mickey Mouse with a British accent? Says Pin Chad. Good point. Good point, maybe. You show Lord British the black stone. It's actually just a piece of licorice, as I said before. I have such a stone, as thou may recall. I don't recall that. I did not know that there were more such orbs. It's not an orb, it's misshapen and just like lumpy. Twill, I don't like that word at all. Twill serve thee well in thy travels if thou dost learn to master its powers. Licorice is pretty powerful. To open a gate, use the stone and carefully position it a few feet from thee. Okay. Thou wilt discover that the placement is the key. In the proper positions, the stone canst conjure gates to take thee to numerous destinations. Like where? I cannot help thee with that. This is different music. Why this music now?
This music is called Stones.
Ah. You see a tall, handsome man. I'm glad to see thee, Guy Fawkes. It really is the worst name yet. Perhaps thou canst prevail where others could not. I sent a party of 10 to recap. My accent is everywhere. 10 to recapture the shrine of compassion from the gargoyles. Alas, they failed dismally. They're all dead. The survivors are recuperating in the town of Cove. Thou wouldst do well to speak with them first. Perhaps they learned something which might aid thee. I must confess, I fear the worst. What, that they didn't learn anything? We already know what happened to them. They're recuperating. The gargoyles are such powerful foes, and they are spreading so fast. Perhaps the end of the realm is nigh. Good luck, and my prayers go with thee. Okay, we're just gonna leave these corpses here. I hope that's okay. I don't know. How do I open a door? Use the door? Okay, I can use the door. You see a picture. It weighs 1.5 stones. This painting is by the renowned artist Helen Garriott, of course. This painting bears the signature of the well-known artist Musgrave. The music changed again. Why? I guess I probably shouldn't steal from the castle. Méchant. Here is a completely nude merchant. Why?
Yeah.
Why? Here he clearly has like a blacksmith's apron and like a red shirt on, and here he's just real nude and sweaty.
I think the red shirt's just the shadow, and he's just wearing an apron, and you can't quite see the straps in that picture.
I see.
Just wearing an apron.
Oh no, according to this, he's bare-chested. He's not even wearing an apron, apparently. You see a bare-chested, muscular man, his body gleaming with sweat, and his sweat is white, by the way. It's freaking gross. You say, well, you're a merchant. Tell me what you're merchanting. Bye. Okay, tell me your name first. Excuse me a moment. He pulls a napkin from his belt. Well, okay. I was saying he's bare-chested, but he's wearing a belt. What? Those are unrelated, yes. And mops at his brow. Now, what were you saying? What's your name? Wait a minute, he interrupts. I recognize you. You're the Avatar. I've always wanted to meet you and punch you in the face. From the day I first saw your portrait, I knew you must be the most beautiful woman in all Britannia. Well, I've changed genders, names, and classes several times, so... Okay, but what's your name? Maldrick I am. Once Maldrick the boar hunter, now Maldrick the cook. Are you a merchant or not? I used to live in the forest and hunt wild boars, but one day I presented a roast boar as a gift to His Majesty, and he liked it so much that he hired me as his cook. I like having a job where I can make people happy. The secret is in the spices. It's an old family recipe. Well, you'll tell me the recipe. I'll never tell. Though for one so sweet, I must say I'm tempted. And sweet. Funny you should mention that, since that's exactly what I just said 1 second ago. Reminds me of my secret recipe for roast boar. Bye. It's funny I should mention the concept of purchasing the what? We had a good conversation. See you later. Next time you dine with His Majesty, I'll cook you something special. He seems about to say more with a hopeful look in his eyes. Say please, says Speculating Chad. Good point. Then he turns away without speaking. Please is the magic word. Oh, milady Avatar, 'tis an unexpected pleasure to see you again 1 second after the last time I saw you. How unexpected! It looks like he's slowly melting, suggests Dan in chat. Funny you should mention the concept of please. I could steal his cleaver. It does damage. I could steal his rolling pin. It does damage. Ribs. I'm assuming I don't want to steal from the castle. I'm assuming I don't want to steal from the castle. Everyone, join me in this bed. Oh, it doesn't do some cheapo, silly, like, oh, you're looking handsome today thing with the mirror. What is the experience I'm having right now? Oh, how odd. So that tells me that the magic words for help are Kalor. I guess I should start writing things down, huh? As much as I don't want to, this is a writing things down game.
Ultima game. It's definitely a write things down game.
Okay, help is Kalor, and there's no ingredients. Is this my room? Like, can I take from this chest? I know that there's a room here that's like, I'm just gonna assume this is mine. Why not? I'll just take all this shit. What could possibly go wrong? Meat. That seems to be probably better. There must be a better way to move around this menu. This is horrible. For that matter, there must be a better way to exit that menu. Can't just be that, like,
I assume you can probably look up controls in the manual. I'm assuming there are keyboard controls for everything in addition to cursor controls.
Looking things up in the manual is for cowards! This isn't a game that requires a manual at all. I'm betting that this is the room set aside for me and I just robbed a room. Whatever! Let's roll a lightning wand and 5 gold coins. Well, mine now. So would a lightning wand go here? Oh, okay. I don't know if it's a good idea for me to use that or not. Thanks for the music change. Oh, I don't enter the bed. Okay, shit. They're all for you. You're the hero of Britannia, suspect lad. Good point. Blue potion. Red potion. That's a sound. That certainly is a sound. Oh, it's gone. Oh, it's a rattling. It's a mouse. It's a little mouse. You see a cute little mouse. Squeak, squeak, squeak. Says Dupre. Me think you're turning to imagine things. Squeak, squirk. You perv. Don't talk about squirk with me. Squeak. Ka-choo! I wish people would clean up under their beds and cabinets. Dust mites are no friend of mine. Do you have any cheese? No, I'm afraid I don't. Oh, that's too bad. But I know where to steal some. Pardon me. Speculad points out I never asked the mouse its name. I had to establish a dialogue we both spoke first. Excuse me, I'll just go ahead and take some cheese. Where'd you go? Where'd you go? Where'd you go? There'd you go. Apparently you're Sherry the mouse. I know that somehow. I am Lord British, his friend Sherry. Sherry. Do you have any cheese? Can I have some? Thank you very much. Tell me about Lord British. No, tell me your job. Okay, apparently not. Tell me about Lord British. He reads bedtime stories every night. Pleased to meet you. Tell me about these stories. He knows the one about Hubert the Lion by heart. That's my favourite story. That's my favorite story.
I think that's probably a hint that you should ask Lord British that.
Yeah. Come visit me again soon. Okay, thanks. Yeah, I think this was Lord British's room we just robbed. It's fine. What could possibly go wrong? It'll be okay. I'll just yoink that key. Thank you. Yoink those grapes. A book. Hubert's hair-raising adventure. Turns out this is all we need. Written and illustrated by Bill Peet. Hubert the lion was haughty and vain, and especially proud of his elegant mane. But conceit of this sort is not proper at all, and Hubert the lion was due for a fall.
That's the entire book.
That's the entire... It is a children's storybook. Flowers. I did take the book. Felt like a stealable item. I'm just going to point out that this is apparently supposed to be a fireplace, but it is built into the wall in a way that is very strange. Let me just get that fireplace. Not possible. That door is locked. How dare you? I have a key. How do I use a key? Use key on door. Do I have a different key? What is this? Lockpicks? Well, I should probably lockpick the king's door, right? That seems like a pretty good idea. Use this key on this door. Hey, there we go! I just quickly break on in here. If the key is readily available, that means I'm allowed in. It's one of those vertical monitors with a flame screensaver on it, perfectly normal, says Dan about the fireplace.
You're allowed in, not to be confused with a noisy motel.
Whoa. Oh, okay. Neat. Let me just look backwards through the telescope. That's how telescopes work, right? Oh, there's something south there. I have learned something. Scroll. The scroll is filled with Lord British's notes on his astronomical observations. Well, let's go ahead and steal that. He won't be annoyed with that at all. Wine glass. This is just a ink, right? Yeah, inkwell. Okay. A tunic. Pantaloons. Quaff the wine glass, suggests Speclad in chat. Right, U for open. If I find the correct key lying about somewhere, that means it's for me. That's what it means. Damn. Leather bootaloos. Chest of drawers. Well, let's just dance on his bed, and... Well, now that I've robbed you blind... What was the name of the line? You look... different, Lord British.
Talk to them, see who it is.
The Jester! The Jester is in the... How dare you, Jester? You're not allowed there, you must die! I'm very bad at hitting you. I like how my allies aren't helping because they know that I'm just murdering an innocent man. That's what you get for being in the crown. The crown, the throne. I don't like your face, Jester. You see a carefree fellow in ludicrous costume. Ho-eh-oh-he-hum, I've got a clue. It's important and just for you. Yes, it's crucial to your quest. Do you want to know what it is? Yeah, I guess so. Perhaps I don't want to tell you. Do you think I will? I don't think you will. Congratulations, you're exactly right. I won't tell you the clue. But I will give you this hint that may lead you to it. Search the chest in Niestul's room. Niestul is the... I don't remember who Niestul is.
I don't either.
Oh, he's no fun. I'll show you fun before I'm done. Oh, will you now? I just said that. You just said that. You just said that. Congratulations. A quest. Oh, what a jest to look in a chest. Have you heard the one about the nun, the dragon, and the drunken penguin? No, I have not. That's too bad. Neither have I. Ha 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 ha. I did my best. Did I amuse you? If not, I hope I did confuse you. Did you enjoy my jokes? Nope. Really? I'll just have to try harder then. Why is Dupree like a horseshoe? It's because they both have the letter R in them. What did you think of that one? Bad. Well, who asked you anyway? You did! You did! Oh, that's right.
There you go.
Hee ho ho, to spread good cheer I go. Come talk to me again and I'll give you another show. Okay, could you, like, not sit in the throne, though? That seems, super, super bad. Were you Nistool? No, you're Maldrick. Who the hell is Nistool? I know we talked to a Nistool, I just don't remember who it is. You see a slender woman wearing a leather glove on her left hand. She's called Michael Jackson. I'm not going to try that anymore. My name is Kitten. My name is Kitten.
Her name is Chitin. Her name is Chitin, like the
exoskeleton.
Yeah.
My name is Chitin, she smiles. Perhaps that explains why I like beards. No, it does not. I used to be a falconer. That was before Lord British appointed me to my current position, which is looking pretty and sitting in this chair. I'm the curator of the Royal Museum of Oddities. Are you an oddity? I can tell you more about any of the exhibits you're interested in. Exhibits. We have the monolith, the energy field, the perpetual motion machine, the bones of Zog. Zog, do I remember a Zog?
I think there was a Zog in a previous game.
I would have said, kneel before Zog. There's 100% chance that I would have said, kneel before Zog. The mystery fountain, and the dragon's head, wings, and egg. The egg is, well, sort of distinct from the others, but okay. I'm interested in the fountain.
Becklad notes that a falconer is someone who plays Captain Falcon in Super Smash Bros.
Of course. It's just an abbreviation of Falcon Main. Somebody found a huge boulder with a jet of water spraying out of it. We had it magically teleported here, buried with its surface flush with the ground, and then we built this building on top of it, and the water damage has destroyed the foundation, and this whole building will soon collapse.
That whole description definitely does sound like Great Britain. we found a very nice spring, and we just dug it up, the whole thing, and transported it to some museum.
We found it in Greece. Of course, we left a hole in the floor for the water to spray through. I have to drink from it when I'm thirsty. The water is quite lead flavored. The water is quite sweet with lead acetate. But there's something strange about it. It vanishes somehow before it hits the ground. Be sure to have a look at our paintings while you're here, and come again soon. Oh, so is this room the Museum of Weird Crap? We're expecting some unicorn shit and a Klein bottle from Trinsic.